It is 3:55 a.m. on the Thursday the 4th of December, 2025. It's day 191 of Project X. This is the first time that I'm doing one of these back to back, because I did 190 yesterday in like half a year, so up the boys. Yeah, so that's good. Interesting day. Let's talk about it. I was very motivated last video, and I still am, don't get me wrong. But what pissed me off is that kind of went out the window. I had a rugby game at like 2, but I need to be there at like 1, so I'm leaving at like quarter to 1, leaving the house at quarter to 1. And I was like, I'm going to wake up at 10 this morning. I'm going to wake up at 10 because that's only going to be like 4 hours of sleep, because I was like getting in bed way late yesterday. It's only going to be like 4 hours of sleep, but that's good because that's a hard thing to do. And I need to do things that I don't want to do and that I'm finding hard, because that's how you get disciplined. Like, I think I talked about this a lot. Like, that's the things that I've got to do. When it is hard, when it is shit, when I don't want to do it, that's when I've got to do it more than anything else. And I remember saying anywhere is up, because literally anything was like that. I didn't want to do anything. So there's a lot of opportunities to do those things because of that. But anyway, 10 o'clock rolls around, alarm goes off, I get up, turn the alarm off, get back in bed, and I don't do my normal straight back to sleep. I'm awake. I feel awful. I'm like fighting to keep myself awake, but I do for like half an hour, and I'm like trying to come up with an excuse to go back to sleep. I'm like, I won't play very well if I don't sleep enough. Like, oh, I just need to get a bit more rest, and I eventually managed to convince myself to sleep till 11:45 at the time. So I'd been awake till 10:45, convincing myself that'd be an hour's sleep, and playing a bit of Clash Royale. I think my flatmate's just come home from a night out. Oh. Okay. And playing a bit of Clash Royale, and then I convinced myself, I'm just gonna have an hour's sleep, and then I'm gonna get up. I've still got time. I'm gonna have a proper breakfast. I'm gonna have a coffee, give myself time to settle, sort myself out, ready to attack the game. I do that, sleep easily for an hour. 11:45 rolls around, bang, that's it. I took the easy road, and I keep taking it till like 12:40, where I have to get up, whack my clothes on, and fly out the door. And it's like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Like, after being that motivated, and I can't even get out of bed at the time that I want to. Not even at the time, giving myself extra hours. It's not even like, I know I was very tired, but like, I can't give myself excuses like that. I'm being not the person I want to be. And then I had the game, and like went to the pub with everyone afterwards, like we always do. Just like talk to everyone, talk about the game, whatever. And then come back after that, and it's like, I always knew, like, after every rugby game, I'm like, I give myself a bit of chill time, get in, shower, get all the mud off, have something nice for food, sit down, chill out for a bit, like, because I'm sore. And I did that, and that was fine. And then I started to take the piss, and I fell asleep on the sofa till like 8:30, like, for yonks. And obviously I know I fell asleep because I was tired, because I did like only get a couple hours of sleep, but it should be like, yeah, have some scran, or I'm starting to feel sleepy. Not yet, let me have a coffee so I can keep going and do the things I need to do, because I had a lot of work that I needed to do, which I wasn't doing. I continued to not do that work, and then that work was like pushed in my face, right, because other people were doing work or whatever, and it was like, I knew I needed to do it, and the more I I thought about it, the more horrible it became. It was really weird. This time, it was bad. It was like I was physically trying to escape it. Like I just wanted to go upstairs to my room. I just wanted to do this. I just wanted to physically get the fuck out of there. And I tried to. And luckily, I have a very close friend who's very. He doesn't know what I'm trying to do. He doesn't know about this. No one actually knows about Project X. This, but he knows that I'm trying to improve myself and get more discipline and stuff. And he held me accountable. Very thankful that he did. Beat my ass a little. And eventually convinced me to just do a little bit of work, 20 minutes or whatever. And this is me knowing that I have a shit ton of work to do. And this is maybe at 10, maybe 20 past 10. I have a coffee, start fiddling around with work. I'm barely doing it. I'm listening to music, just fandangling around with stuff. Then I start to get a little bit into it, and then one thing leads to another, and I'm in doing work, and then I'm figuring things out, and all of a sudden it's back in I remembered how to use my brain again, and it's I ran into a problem, asked for some help, figured it out. It sounds stupid. And it is stupid because this is all stuff I've done before and I know how to do, and just doing it again made me feel good. And I just cracked out work as something that I'm not very good at till literally just a minute ago, till 4 a.m. or till 3:50 when I finished, and I got a lot of work done, and I'm proud of myself. Anywhere was up from where I was, and I took a step upwards, and I'm proud of that. But I can't take my foot off the gas because I got a good start. You don't get a good start in a sprint race. Not that this is a sprint race. This is the marathon of life. But I can't get out the blocks and then be fucking hell, let's look at that. Let's just put our hands on our hips and take a gander at that for a bit. So I really want to attack the day tomorrow. And I've got a bit of a plan with that, and I remember mentioning the notebook, and I didn't do that today. And I'd like to get back on that, to be honest. I'd really like to. Actually, I have 2 notebooks. One I put clothes designs and poems in. Actually, I can show you one of the. This is one of the pieces of clothes that I designed and made and shit myself. I don't know. I think it's alright. It's even got a little GN in there. It's actually quite a nice top. The material's thick. I got tons of them in poems and stuff. All the poems are so depressing. I remember someone would say "Oh, can I read one?" I'm do not want to read them. Other than a couple of them are nice, but all for the wrong reasons, methinks. Anyway, that's not the point. Where was I? This is probably really hard to follow if anyone is watching. But it's more of a thing for me, so sorry. But yeah. I want to attack the day tomorrow. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I really want to attack the day. I want to see if I can get some oh my god, there's nothing I'd love more than to get some momentum, start getting some of that discipline going. And I know this is the worst time because for some reason I always manage to get a full head of steam just as my situation changes a lot. And I know that's just an excuse, right? So moving back home or, up and down from uni and stuff like that, it is a big situation change, right? And things I have to sort out, where I'm going to the gym, all this different stuff. It's not like I'm just moving home and, things change a lot. Especially with some situations. But I can't let that be an excuse for me, and it makes it even more impressive to myself. I'm not saying that I don't want anyone else to be impressed, but I want to trust myself and impress myself. like where I'm like, right, you can do this, George. You're gonna get back. You're gonna get efficient. You're gonna sort the gym out. You're gonna go to the gym. You're gonna You're not gonna let things stop you. You're gonna get work. You're gonna try and make as much money as you can when you're back home, so you can afford to be at uni and all this kind of stuff, and then execute efficiently, which is what I'm trying to get myself into the stage of doing. And I'd love to get a full head of steam before I came home. So here's to getting a full head of steam. I've got like literally a week and a half left, which is fucking crazy, and then I'm halfway through uni. But also while I'm home, I need to do tons of revision and like not extracurricular because I should already know it, but catch up work, let's say. Not necessarily just from this year, but I was awful with first year, and so there's tons of stuff that I still need to catch up from first year. That it's complicated, but really give it some good crack, I think, because I think that if I do, I have the brains to do a good job, and that it's not just my uni work, but that's the thing I've been finding really hard at the moment. And so having today where it smashed it out a bit feels amazing, but it started to feel not easy. It was never easy. I didn't want to do it at all, but like it felt good. And sometimes I get this where I start to get good at one of my modules, and whenever I need to do stuff, I'll always go to that one because it's the easiest one, it's the one I'm best at, and like the other ones present me with problems, and I avoid those problems. So what I need to do, whatever's the hardest task, I mean obviously sometimes time, deadlines and whatever influence things, but whatever's the hardest task, the one that I don't want to do most, I don't want to beat around the bush with it. Sometimes that's okay if you need to set yourself up with other stuff, other knowledge, organisation, preparation. Okay, that's fine, but still I need to get my head in there and then do it and pick that one first, because once I get that out of the way, it starts to form like dominoes. So I'm going to try that tomorrow a bit, I think. I'm also going to try and attend everything and get up. So tomorrow, it's 4 a.m. right now. It's actually 10 past 4, 8 past 4, and I'm supposed to be getting up at 8. So that is going to fucking suck. But I do have a very nice coffee that I can make in the morning. So I'm just going to think about the coffee. I might try the cold shower thing. I don't know. I'm not committing to that at the moment. But coffee, love coffee, so that'll help me out. I just need to do it though. This is going to be a test tomorrow, because it's not like I'm not going to get like clattered or let my team down in a rugby match. Not that I know it was a bad excuse. Like, anyway, that's been and gone. Tomorrow, new day. I'm gonna do. I can fucking hear the birds outside right now. For me, sleep and getting up is something I've always struggled with for a long, long time, and it's something I'd love to crack. There's lots of like bad habits and things like that, and that's one of the main ones. And I really think I can do it, and I'm gonna. And I feel it in my nugs, bro. This is the beginning of the Excelsior to the moon, efficiency, drive, building mental toughness, not just about building a smarter, bigger, stronger quitter, about building the guy who can accomplish any task. Like, yeah. So it wasn't a great start to the day. It's kind of a recovery. I spent, let's say it was a football game, although I didn't wake up till like fucking 1, so I suppose, but I spent like the first, I don't know anything about football, I spent like the first 70 minutes 2-0 down, and then came back to win it 3-2. Come on, hat trick for me, or something, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I have much more to say. I'm really hopeful, and I really want to be the person who I'm trying to be. I think it benefits me in so many ways. I think being a strong man It benefits you in tons of different ways. You know, I don't want to be a person who gives in to anything. Like, I can always hear the bit of me that knows better. Like just whispering in my ear when something bad's happening. Like, when I know that, like, I don't really want to. When I know I'm not doing the right thing, let's say, let's not get specific, I can just hear him, just letting me know, like, man, and you're still doing it. And I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay. But you know why it's the wrong thing as well. It's like, yeah. And he's like, you're still doing it? It's like, yeah. It's like, okay. It's your choice, man. Just here letting you know. And then I reap the consequences of my actions. It's like, that guy could have been pretty on the money. So I want to listen to him more, you know what I mean? Like, this makes me sound like a schizo, talking about all these voices and stuff. It's not like that. I just mean, I'm sure a lot of people know what I mean, but your consciousness, there's like a part of it that's telling you this is the wrong thing, and I want to be a disciplined person who doesn't give in to the easy road. It's not necessarily taking the hard road, but the one that is right, which is often the hard path. Because then you get to choose your suffering. It's not like, yeah. Anyway, slightly improving, and not dead yet.